You're listening to the SS Experience on S&G.
Yeah, I know. Y'all see it in the background. Let's go ahead and do what we like to do around this time. What up, though? You listen to the SS Experience streamed on the SMG Podcast Network app. Download the SMG Podcast Network app on all your Apple devices. Android, I'm getting to you. You can listen to the SS Experience on pretty much everywhere where you get podcasts. Samsung Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and always the most usual suspects, Spotify and the iHeartRadio app. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, re-rate, re-review, resubscribe, unsubscribe, subscribe again, download. Keep that process going over and over and over again so the algorithm can think that we popping out here in these digital streets. As you can see, we're also on YouTube as well. Definitely make sure that you subscribe, rate, and review and all of that stuff. We definitely would love to get the YouTube subscribership up. It's Monday, guys. Started the work week. Was good. Hope you guys are enjoyed your weekend. My weekend was pretty fair, to say the least. Kind of average, to be honest with you. Just, more work. Something else that I've realized that I don't do as much. Oh, and obviously, hey, guys, look at my background. Yay! The SS Experience. My logo, my show logo is on the screen. So I ain't got to, and again, shout out to the ATL Studios for allowing me to record my podcast out of the studios. But, got my own logo in the background now. Had to get that set up. Shout out to my dude, JD. We was trying to figure out some other ways, and he just kept it simple. And we did that. Now we're here. Logo, background. Still can't get the mic out of my way as far as recording goes, but it. It is what it is. So I ain't tripping. I ain't complaining about it. All I'm gonna say is that I'm happy that my logo is on the screen and you guys can be a part of the SS Experience. So let's go ahead and get into some show real quick. I'm gonna give you a rant towards the end of the show. There's a lot of stuff I want to rant about, but let's just get into some show real quick. So I've been teasing on social media that I'm gonna give you a review of Cardi B's song Enough. Now, everyone thinks I hate Cardi B. I love Cardi B. I love dancer Cardi B. I love stripper Cardi B. I love social media Cardi B. I love looking at Cardi B. I love Cardi B. I just always said musically Cardi B or music Cardi B. Just need a little bit more before I can get into that whole, I'm on the wave. You know what I mean? She's no Nicki, but hey. It is what it is, though. It's not too many women, females in the rap game that is Nicki. So it is what it is, though. So, Enough. It dropped, I think, Friday at midnight, song and video. Now, I'm going to give you a full disclosure. I watched the video first, and I'm thinking, you know what I should have did? I probably should have listened to the song without watching the video. And I'm only saying that because of this, right? Like, the visuals was amazing. And again, simple, nothing too crazy. Kind of looked like, Cardi B was in like a warehouse or something like that, couple of solo frame. Well, obviously because nobody else was in the video. Just a couple of just regular solo frame shots of, Cardi B in different outfits and hair designs and all of that. But the body's amazing. Body is super duper amazing. So I'm trying to see if me watching the video made me like the song more. Not exactly sure how that works. But let's just get into the song though. Beat was on point. Don't know who produced it, but the beat was on point. I mean, Cardi B was spitting on the song. It was a good song. Like, how can I say this? Most of Cardi B's songs is normally like super duper simple. It's not really, too much there. It's just more or less like she says a line or two, she's popular, and it's everybody like, oh, Cardi B, great, yay. But this song, Enough, was actually a real dope song. I feel like I felt the song, and I don't want to just, keep saying the same thing. So I'm going to say that the song, she spoke to various issues and things that I felt needed to be addressed. And it was, like I said, it was a well put together song. Lyrics was on point. It actually was a song that actually I'm like, I understand this. I feel this. I feel where enough is enough. And flow was good. I like how she switched up the flow in certain parts of the song. It was, like I said, it was real dope. And I don't know if on our radio stations, our shows that we played it yet, but I know on our social media pages that, we had the world premiere, Cardi B, and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that, especially on our station, which again, something I don't really plug as much on the podcast, because I swear to you, if you listen to the radio show, I'm always plugging the podcast. Like every other break, listen to my podcast, rate, review, subscribe, all the, popping in these digital streets. But I rarely, if I can remember any time I actually promoted my radio show on the podcast. So I guess I'm going to take this time to do it real quick. My radio show on 106.7 The Beat in Columbus, Ohio. You can listen on the iHeartRadio app, the same iHeartRadio app that you're also maybe listening to the SS Experience podcast. Sundays, 8 to midnight. Saturdays, 7 to 10. Hour of my show got taken by a show named Bootleg Kev. I don't think I can go to war with him over it. I mean, it's not like it's his fault, but nah, you don't just take an hour of my show just for the F of it. But again, I'll rant about that later, because I did tell you I was gonna give y'all a rant. Let's keep it back with Cardi B. So on the iHeartRadio social media pages, they did a nice little graphics, world premiere, Cardi B's enough. So I'm hoping that it got a good run, and I'm hoping that the analytics will say that yeah. It's a dope record. Let's go ahead and play it. Because a lot of times with, program directors, they don't play music unless it already charts. Like, they don't go off of their own gut of, I think this is a good song. I believe the people will know that this is a good song. Let me go ahead and, flex my music muscles and go ahead and play this record until someone tells me otherwise, give or take. But like I said, man, it's a solid record. I love the record. I wish I could remember some lyrics off of the top of my head, but trust and believe this. If I thought her record was trash, I would say her record's trash. Just like when we was talking about the little freestyle joint. I forget the name of it, the little freestyle joint. I clowned it because if you look at the credits, it had 7 writers and it has a hook and a bridge. How can you have a freestyle that has a hook and a bridge and 7 writers? So I'm very critical. I can be critical of Cardi. It's no problem at all. But I thought Enough was a very solid record. Nothing too much to say about it. Hit me up in my comments or my DMs, or I'm not going to put on a poll because I think, did I put on a poll already? I'm trying to remember if I put on a poll. We do a lot of polls around here on the SS Experience. I might have put on a poll. Cardi B's Enough. Yeah, nah, trash and all, something like that. So I'm not gonna put on back on the poll, but in the comments of this video, you want to go ahead and hit us up and just let us know, like, hey, we like the song, or this is what we thought about it, whatever. Definitely love to get your opinion on it. But no, like, I really thought it was a solid song, but I'm gonna give you the same beef that I gave the people who talked about Cardi B in the echelon of, oh, she's one of the greats, she's a GOAT, she's all of this stuff. Whoa, pump those brakes. Like you about to get into an accident. Pump that shit. Because she's not there yet. Like I said, she only has 1 album. Person who her first album was trash. Person who died before their second album. Lauryn Hill. Those are the only people who have 1 album. And obviously, Lauryn Hill and the person who died before their second album could be the only two scenarios where you could be GOAT status off of one album. But again, it's still a lot to say GOAT status off of one album. But again, it's all about the circumstances. We all know Lauryn Hill got screwed by Columbia Records and she wasn't allowed to get out of her deal. Ergo, she couldn't go out and make other music. You die before your second album comes out. I mean, I don't want to say shit happens, but I guess you can't control that unless whatever. So those two scenarios. But other than that, like I said, your first album was trash. You died before your second album came out, Lauryn Hill. Those are the only three scenarios where one album has come out. So Cardi B, if you don't want to be in those scenarios for the past 7-some years, since 2017, give or take, since people's been, wanting more music from you, we need more. Give us an album. You're giving us tracks here or there and all of that stuff. Where is an album? That's all. People just want an album. Your Barty Gang fans, Cardi, they want an album. And hopefully you guys will get, I don't want to say we, because I'm not waiting or looking for a Cardi B album. Just give me her videos. I'm straight. But honestly, keep it all the way a buck though. Let Cardi B put out more albums and then we can start putting her in that conversation. Because I won't cap. I believe that with the popularity that she has, she more than likely can get to that status of, not saying of a Nicki Minaj, because Nicki Minaj is like way more lyrical than her. But in the opinion of rap, women in rap, I think Cardi B can get to that level of a great. A Mount Rushmore, stretching it a little bit, but she's there. And we'll just leave it at that for the time being. This is the SS Experience, as you can see if you're watching on YouTube. Yay! Make sure that you rate, review, subscribe, re-rate, re-review, subscribe, and all of that stuff so the algorithm can think that we popping out here in these digital streets. So on my radio show yesterday, like I said, 106.7 The Beat, listen on the iHeartRadio app, or if you're local in Columbus, Ohio, turn that dial to 106.7 FM for me, for your boy. Weekends, Saturdays, 7 to 10, Sundays, 8 to 12. I saw on my timeline that Karrueche has an OnlyFans. Now, she put this out. This isn't like someone else put it out and they're clowning. Karrueche put this out. OnlyFans. Now, Karrueche is a slim person. I don't even want to say slim thick, because normally slim thick means that you're slim, but it's like it's a little bit of booty back there, but I wouldn't want to say Karrueche's slim thick. That Asian side of her kind of took over more than the black side, to say the least. But Karrueche has an OnlyFans, and I'm not clowning because she has an OnlyFans, because I subscribe to a couple of people's OnlyFans. If I go through my phone right now, it's a couple of OnlyFans, not the ones that you have to pay for. It may be like one or two people that I've paid for their OnlyFans, but then it's kind of like, yeah, y'all don't post enough for me, or I seen this shit on IG before, so yeah, we're not going to keep doing that. But I dibbled and dabbled on OnlyFans before, bought a couple of pieces of content from some of your favorite people, and yeah, it is what it is. But I'm not clowning Karrueche for having an OnlyFans, but I am thinking like, well, and most of these cute, pretty celebrities that are quote unquote, and again, I would say Karrueche's like a C-list actress, B-. You know what I'm saying? She's not top tier. Not saying that her talent or work isn't top tier. She's just not in that, that echelon of women actresses or actors, if you want to just lump them all together. She's no Denzel, what's my homegirl name? That's damn, I can't think of her name, man. It's like Viola something. You know what I'm saying? She's always in, that dumb things. She's not Queen Latifah. She's not Michael B. Jordan. She's not any of those actors or actresses, but she's been in some cool shit before. So, she does her thing. But when you think about women on OnlyFans, you're thinking about the real nasty shit. You're thinking about porn. You're thinking about masturbation. You're thinking about, a whole bunch of, quote unquote, sucking and fucking, on OnlyFans. But when I seen Karrueche on having an OnlyFans and she promoted what she was promoting, I'm like, okay, that's how you get on OnlyFans, because if you was doing other stuff on OnlyFans, you would be done for. Just like Rachel Dolezal, whatever. We all know Rachel Dolezal. She's the former NCAA president that pretended to be black, but she wasn't. And if you ask her till this day, she'll always tell you that she identifies as black. Never really heard someone identifying as black when you're not, but it is what it is, though. She got fired for having an OnlyFans, which is kind of like, why do you have OnlyFans? Not why, because why do people have OnlyFans? Because you need the money. So I guess it's how do you have an OnlyFans? Who is consuming this content of yours? So I'm saying all of that to say with Karrueche, she's not going to give you the sucking and fucking and all of that type of OnlyFans shit. Nah, not like that at all. She's giving you feet. I know I kind of went like 5 minutes on this story without telling you what it is. Yes, Karrueche is giving you feet on OnlyFans. Just her and her feet. She's out somewhere. Take a picture of her feet. And I don't know who's buying this. I don't know who is like, oh man, Karrueche, fine Asian chick. Let me see her feet. What? Like, really? And again, she doesn't have ugly feet. But I'm just saying, who is consuming the feet? I've heard of crazy, freaky type fetishes and all of that. But feet on a screen? Ugh. Karrueche must have found some real nasty perverts that's going to consume this content, because I don't get it. I don't see it, like, at all. But, you know, maybe no. I think it was fair. Let's go back through this real quick. I'm gonna plug it in. You guys want to watch Karrueche's feet? Y'all can do that. Ooh, okay. Other stuff on the poll is popping. We'll get back to that in a second. Okay, I think I'll post on another page real quick. Sorry for the, as always, for the audio audience who's not watching on YouTube. This is kind of quote unquote bad bad audio, excuse me. Okay, yeah, so if you nasty like that, if you're one of those Mr. Nasty men and y'all love feet, especially pretty, Asian girl feet, Karrueche. OnlyFans.com/Karrueche's feet. Yep. That's it. If you're on that Mr. Nasty time and you want to see some pretty feet, go there. If she starts twerking or doing some other stuff, let me know. I'll go ahead and everybody's OnlyFans free to whatever. I'll subscribe if she doing some stuff like that. But other than that though, nah. Not a feet guy. I mean, see, this is normally where I'd be like, shoot, feet, that's not in my top 5 fetishes. Then I have to give you my top 5 fetishes, and I don't think I have a top 5 fetishes. I really don't. Things that I like on a woman, yeah, but they're not really fetishes. So I won't say that's not my top 5 fetishes, because I don't even have a top 5 or a 5 of fetishes. So we're not even going to go there. But we did put this on a poll yesterday. Let me go back through it real quick. And so it's about 24 hours ago. So let's go ahead and give you guys the poll. It was on, I think I did on the radio. So I probably should have done it here, but maybe, whatever. Would you subscribe to Karrueche's OnlyFans just for her feet? 83% of the people said nah. And again, for her feet? Hell nah. Now, she was in this show with Niecy Nash. Damn, man. Let me pull that up real quick, because it was a real dope show. It was a real dope show. And again, we don't do the whole production type situation. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, excuse us for basically not, being as always prepared as we should be. Claws. Crazy, I couldn't remember a simple 5-letter word. She was on a show called Claws. And Claws was a lit show. And there was a couple of scenes, and we all know TV, the sex isn't real, quote unquote. But they put Karrueche in a lot of positions of ideas of her sucking and fucking. So if you want to give me Karrueche in that light on OnlyFans, great. If you just want to give me Karrueche's feet, I'm cool. I'll wait for you creeps to screenshot her stuff and repost it, which a lot of people do on OnlyFans. Just saying though. So yeah. Want to give you this time real quick to tell you about our sponsor, because Help the people who help us. And I don't know why I'm playing with my hood right now. I just feel finicky when I be looking at myself on camera, because it's kind of like, do I want to turn this? Or I want to turn this or whatever. I'm just very finicky that way. That's why we're more of an audio platform. We can just be as rough and rugged as we want to be. Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Hoodies, boxers, wife beaters, sweats, flip-flops. We ain't got to get dressed for, know what I'm saying, the people on the, for the camera. But now that we're doing YouTube, maybe I should start, sprucing myself up a little bit more. But look, guys, we want to give you real transparency about what goes on around these parts. So, hey, sweats, hoodies, flip-flops, which I ain't got flip-flops on. I just got some shoes on with no socks. Today's a laundry day. So we just out here in these streets, man. But anyway, let's talk about our sponsor real quick, EJ Warriors Karate Academy. The dojo is real dope. If you don't believe me, they have documentaries on Tubi about the things and the programs that they do. The 10-time award-winning EJ Warriors Part 1 and the 7-time award-winning EJ Warriors Part 2. You can stream both of those on Tubi and some other platforms that Sensei has sent me as well. But the dojo accepts, obviously, money. But if you have the Ohio ACE grant, which is a grant that children, obviously, but parents have to apply for it, but children can use for camps and activities and things of that nature, after school programs and things like that. So if you have the Ohio ACE grant, you're pretty much halfway in the door. The other half that you need to do is text Sensei EJ. That's SENSEI EJ to 614-999-6361 to get information about the dojo, how to enroll in the dojo, pricing of the dojo, and things of that nature, because he does real good work. I met Sensei a couple of years ago at the Ohio State Fair. He wanted to promote, one of his events. I think one of his students was fighting, and he wanted to promote that, put him on the mic, put him on air. No, bro, just go ahead and rock, do your thing. So that's how we formed this relationship of, him and his dojo being a part of the SS experience. And we definitely appreciate that. The reason why we are able to do multiple podcasts throughout the week. So again, text Sensei EJ, SENSEI EJ to 614-999-6361. Now, obviously, we're a podcast. We're worldwide. Columbus, Ohio. This event, not event per se, but this is for you, Columbus, Ohio. So let me go ahead and make sure that you get the right information that you need real quick. So it's EJ Warriors Academy. You can pull up to the dojo on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6:30 to 8 p.m. and Saturdays 12:30 to 2 p.m. 3975 East Livingston Avenue in Columbus, Ohio. It's crazy that I'm in Atlanta, I'm in Georgia. I tell people out of Columbus, everybody be like, oh, Columbus, Georgia, or you be driving from Columbus? I'm like, nah, that's like a 9-hour drive. I'm like, oh, I thought you meant Columbus, Georgia. Nah. I know where it is, but I don't know why people want to go there. Georgia is one of those states where it's Atlanta and everywhere else is Georgia, because there's nothing else in this state. Maybe if you like to golf and there's Augusta and all of that stuff, okay, that's neither here nor there. But for everyone else like me, it's the city of Atlanta and everywhere else is Georgia. Just saying, though. But this isn't a geography conversation about the state of Georgia. It's about EJ Warriors Karate Academy. So again, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6:30 to 8 p.m. Saturdays, 12:30 to 2 p.m. Pull up to the dojo, 3975 East Livingston Avenue in the city of Columbus, Ohio. And next Sunday, on the 24th, he has his free community event as well. Make sure that you pull up on that. It's going to be real dope, real good energy, real good vibes, whatever. You can sign a waiver and participate in some pre-karate type training. Get yourself right for, to do, martial arts. Martial arts ain't for everybody, but nobody wants to get beat up neither. So make sure that you hit up my dude, EJ, my sensei, EJ, at EJ Warriors Karate Academy on IG. Let's get back to some show. Obviously, we don't have any video transitions. It's just me audio-wise doing it. This is the SS Experience. Rate, review, subscribe, re-rate, re-review, re-subscribe, do all of that stuff so the algorithm can think that we popping out here in these digital streets. We don't talk too much politics, but actually when I say we don't talk too much politics, we do talk a lot about politics. So a lot of you know that not affirmative action, let's backtrack a little bit. In the state of Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis, that bitch motherfucker, that punk ass bitch, basically wants to get rid of anything that says slavery existed or that slavery was wrong. He has the opinion that, well, if it wasn't for slavery, you niggas, and again, he didn't say you niggas, but let's just keep it all the way a buck. If it wasn't for slavery, you niggas wouldn't have any skills or trades. You wouldn't know how to make, chitlins. You wouldn't know how to mine the fields or man the fields. You wouldn't know how to milk the cow. You wouldn't know how to do none of this carpentry shit. Guess what? Most of that shit was done for free because you forced us to, you motherfucker. That shit doesn't fucking count. It's skills and labor because of slavery. So he got an executive order dealt and whipped up where there's no more diversity, equity, inclusion. That shit is gone in the state of Florida. So the University of Florida fired everybody in their DEI department. They just felt like they felt that's racist. Oh, making judgments and decisions based on race and diversity? Oh, that's racist. That goes way too far. Yeah, but half of the shit that y'all been doing in the past has been for undiversity, unequity, uninclusion. Y'all made decisions based on that too. We can cry racist about that. But I don't want to talk about that per se. I just want to give you that as the preamble of what I'm talking about. I'm from Virginia, where ain't shit to do but cook. Y'all know that. And we have a governor that, this guy's the worst. Among the worst. Governor Glenn Youngkin, Republican of Virginia. This dude is so bad. When he went on the campaign trail, he tried to disassociate himself from Trump by being like, Trump, please don't come to Virginia and campaign with me. I kind of don't need none of that right now. Just for Trump to say, Youngkin, that sounds Chinese, and straight blast his ass. Just again for Glenn Youngkin to say, I support President Trump in 2024. Oh, really? You just went from don't come to my state and campaign with me to Trump saying your name sounds Chinese to now you're endorsing him. This dumb motherfucker right here. But again, that's not the story neither. I'm just giving you all of this shit to get to my bigger point. Glenn Youngkin signed a order that basically gets rid of legacy admissions in colleges. So what that is I graduated from Virginia State University. I've donated millions and millions of dollars, and obviously I did not donate millions and millions of dollars. The only true part of that statement was I graduated from Virginia State University. I donated millions and millions of dollars. My son's coming up. Oh, my son doesn't get admission because of the money I spent? You're telling me my son has to get enrolled in this university on his own? On his own intelligence? On his own merit? How dare you? Now, see, that's from like the white people side, even though I use Virginia State as a HBCU, but that's what the white people are saying. Imagine you're, white person, established individual who, University of Virginia, Virginia Tech, Old Dominion, Richmond, VCU, whatever. Imagine those white people. My son has to apply with everyone else? No. See, I don't know if Youngkin did this. Now, reports said that because diversity inclusion is being ripped out, that he did this as a fair play. I don't know about that. Like, I wanted to get my podcast crew on it and talk to him about it on Wednesday. I don't know how I feel about it, because if you say that legacy admissions is dead, it's gone, that everyone has to be enrolled on their own merit, there's a side of me that's like, okay, cool. Like, I bet. So that means, how can I say this? I feel it, but I don't, there's an end game. There has to be some sort of end game here, because like I said, for the white man or the white families or the more established family, I ain't gonna say white, but we know who we're talking about here. My child has to apply with everyone else versus our children, our people. Okay, word. Now our sons and daughters, our children has a better chance to get into UVA. They have a better chance to get in Virginia Tech because it's all merit based. Somebody's trust fund baby is not going to get enrolled over my child. I feel that too. But the reason I'm so leery about it is because Youngkin did it. He did it. He signed the shit that's like, okay, legacy admissions, gone. Because diversity, equity, inclusion is gone, in Florida, and I think other places is trying to implement that too. So I don't know if Youngkin is trying to balance the powers by saying, all right, well, if diversity, equity, inclusion is potentially going to be gone from a lot of places, then we're going to get rid of the legacy requirements too. So now DEI is gone, which means you can't get in based on diversity. So that means if the school look at the books and say, dang, man, we only got like 10% of African Americans or 10% of minorities enrolled, we need to ratchet this up real quick and let more in. So if you're saying, okay, you got rid of that, okay, that kind of sucks. But then if you get rid of legacy admissions and now the rich trust fund baby can't get on because it's based on their own academic accomplishments and merit, I can feel that too. I don't know how to feel about this. Like I said, Youngkin did is kind of like, don't kill the message over the messenger. Excuse me, but that's a shitty messenger. Glenn Youngkin is a shitty ass governor, straight up and down. And I'm glad that he's about to be out of office because in Virginia, you only get one. You can't do consecutive back-to-back terms. You can get one term for 4 years. You got to fall back for 4 years. And then you can, get another term after that next 4 years. Governor Terry McAuliffe tried to get that off. He was governor. Then he had to fall back. Ralph Northam became governor. Then he ran against Glenn Youngkin, and that's how the whole fuck shit happened. Where he ran as an incumbent, which he technically can't be an incumbent. But then it's kind of like, yeah, you kind of left office because you had some shady shit going on too. But again, Terry McAuliffe, he was responsible for felons getting their rights to vote back. But look, everybody gets their rights to vote back. We need everybody represented. And again, a lot of Republicans didn't like that. And then Ralph Northam, his thing was he got sports betting and marijuana legal. Great. Cool. Youngkin, one of his first dumb shits was, yeah, weed can be legal, but let's monitor the dosage. Let's not give them what they call that gas in these streets. But come on, man, weed is weed. I was talking to somebody a couple of days ago, and I was telling him about, marijuana being legal in Virginia, and they were telling me about how in Oklahoma, marijuana is legal as well, but they monitor the dosage. So I was asking him, I'm like, okay, so look, right? So if you catch me with a bag of weed or a blunt of weed, are you going to take my weed, take it to the lab, and see how much gas it is? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is just dumb as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You're just creating more work that doesn't need to be done. Okay, well, marijuana is legal, but we need to, how with Coke, you put it in the liquid and you shake that shit up and it's like, and you look at the color like, that's the shit. Is it something like that they're going to use? You know what I'm saying? Or, I don't know. It's just super duper weird. But again, let's go back to the conversation at hand because, we can rant about anything. I just don't know. I know how to feel about the paperwork. I know how to feel about that. Okay, cool. No more legacy admissions. That means everybody has to, be on their own merit. My son can get into Virginia State on his own, so I'm not worried about that at all. But, for everyone else who wants to go to more prestigious schools, and again, Virginia State's prestigious, but I'm just saying, the UVAs, the Virginia Techs and all of that stuff, ODU and all of that, everybody can eat. Everybody can get on. Cool. I'm 100% with that. I love it. That is great. So another story that I wanted to rant on real quick, and damn it, I don't have the audio. Well, I do have the audio. So by the time you guys see this stuff, it's going to be produced so well that what I'm about to do is not going to be relevant. But I should put this on a poll, but I'm not doing a live show. Do y'all want my rant or do y'all want this final story real quick? Because this final story is low-key crazy. Amber Rose feels like she should have got $20 million from Kanye West because of her relationship with Kanye during My Dark, Beautiful, Twisted Fantasy. I always get the words mixed up on that. She feels like because she was his muse. She used the word muse. Nah, you was just giving that nigga some ass and pussy during that time. Good ass and pussy, more than likely, by the way. And she wants $20 million. She wants $20 million. Like $20 million? That's just a lot of fucking money. You want $20 million? You know what I'm saying? Just for you to be, whatever. Nah, we ain't with that. We ain't with that shit. Not at all. Not at fucking all. So what I'm trying to do is, I know I liked it, and I just saw, I'm trying to go back to it. I know I liked it. Okay, here we go. So, courtesy of the Jason Lee show, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys this clip real quick. It's a 30-second clip. Good thing that in post-production, I can actually have this audio and it's not going to be as shitty as it is on my phone, but my phone actually has pretty decent quality. So let's go ahead into Jason Lee asking the question and Amber Rose's answer about Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Let's go ahead and run the clip.
Get any credit or no points on the Nicki Monster thing.
I don't think so.
Could have got something. You should have got something.
I should have got $20 million for My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, but I didn't get nothing. I should have got money for the wax figure that he used without my consent, butt naked, but I didn't get nothing. I didn't get any money from anything. Like I should have been compensated in some way for using my likeness in so many songs and the wax figure.
Okay. Now, when I first did the story on the radio yesterday, I didn't really listen to the clip. I just went in on $20 million. Hell nah. We ain't married. You was just there type shit. So we put this on a poll as well yesterday on the radio. Credit or no? Nah, Jason Lee, you did what you needed to do. You gave me the clip. Appreciate you. So should Amber Rose get a $20 million check for, and again, the way we wrote it, dating Kanye West during My Dark, Twisted, Beautiful Fantasy? 80% says nah. Because basically what Amber Rose is saying is that because I was around Kanye, we was in a serious relationship during that time, I should be compensated. Now, the monster, I didn't get that part. Like, I got to go back and like understand that part. The wax figure, I have to go back to that part as well. But I don't think that those two things are things that are $20 million worthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to say, okay, because Kanye at that time he's not a billionaire no more. So Amber, I don't know where you're getting $20 million from a guy who's not a billionaire no more, but yeah, I know you've seen how his life has been. You know what I'm saying? Ever since he went after, you know what I'm saying, not went after, but ever since he said that one wrong thing about the Jewish community, man's pocket's been kind of hurt by rich people standards, not by our local bum standards. But I just don't think so, man. Like, $20 million. That's a lot of dollars. That's a lot of dollars. She's not getting that. I'm sorry. $20 million. That's a lot of dollars. But if you saying that things that she has done associated with the album, should she have gotten a check? Now that she says them other two things, I'm leaning more towards yeah. But let's say this. I don't know exactly when she broke up with Kanye and started dating Wiz Khalifa. But let's just say this real quick. Like, did she ask for any sort of compensation while they were dating? Probably not. Has she asked for any sort of compensation? Because I think if I'm not mistaken, that album came out in 2010. We're in 2024. That's 14 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So maybe she said this before and it just went over my head, over my timeline. Nobody gave a fuck. So they just like, whatever. But I'm leaning on, okay, if you use a wax figure that was like her, I mean, can your body be, okay, name, image, and likeness, just like the football players, just like the sports players, right? So let's just put it in that aspect. Okay, give her a check for that. Okay, cool. Give her a check for that. A $20 million check, though? Kind of pushing a little bit. Just saying, though. Just pushing it. Just a tad bit. But I'm leaning more towards she should get a check, just not a $20 million check. But I needed to see more of what she did during that time, right? Because, okay, wax figure, and I didn't get the first part. We can run that back and get that first part real quick of on Monster. I guess maybe she had like an ad lib or something on Monster or whatever, or she talked on Monster. Now, if she just talked on Monster, and I don't know about that. Like that, you just talked on a track. I don't know, but she should have asked for that money sooner. But again, when you're dating, you know, she probably did it just out of the, you know, the love of dating. Oh, Kanye, you're my guy. I love you, Kanye. Now they broke up. I mean, shit, she was dating Wiz for a hot little minute. Got like, I think like a kid or two, Sebastian. Or yeah, so maybe let's just say one kid. So she's been around the money before. You know what I'm saying? No cap. And it's no offense. She's been around the bag before. But it's like, yo, like, where is this coming from? But again, you know, Jason Lee asked a question or mentioned something, she fires, and it is what it is, though. But I don't know. I think we got a little bit more time for me to actually get into a rant, actual little rant real quick. And strip club etiquette. I want to rant about that real quick. I was reading a story not too long ago where a dude was in a strip club. I don't know if it was in Atlanta. I think it was in Texas. Maybe Texas. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking it's Texas, but maybe Texas. And he was in a strip club. He was at the bar. You know, he's drinking. He's drinking at the bar. He's, you know, drinking and chilling. He's looking at a girl dance or whatever. Girl pushes up on him, wants him to tip her for looking at her dance. Dude goes into this whole rant of, I got money, ain't got to tip you, yada, yada, yada. Chick slaps him with money. Like, here was the trick. Like, here was the bitch. Slapped him with some money. Dude calls the cops. I was assaulted. She hit me with money. I'm pressing charges. Stripper gets locked up, goes to jail. Now she got to go to court over hitting somebody with money. This is the strip club etiquette, the rant that I want to get into real quick. Some of you dancers really take yourselves a tad bit too fucking seriously. I remember one time I was in a club. This is in Atlanta. Me and my dude Skip, we was at KOD. Girl come to our section. She like, you want me to dance? I don't care. I'm like, I don't care. So she's dancing. Then after she's dancing, she asked for money. I'm like, what I'm giving you money for? She was like, I was dancing for you. I'm like, yeah, but I didn't ask you to dance for me. You asked, did I want you to dance? I'm like, okay, do whatever. Keep in mind, when I'm in the strip club with my dude Skip, he's the promoter. So we're bringing people to the club to party with us. I'm just a host. So I make sure that the vibes is good. I make sure you want to smoke, give you some weed. You want to use some extracurricular activities like some shrooms, some yada mean. Okay, let's make that happen. Boom, boom, boom. Bottles, shots, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Make everybody feel like they're having a good time or whatever, right? So I didn't pay her shit. I'm just like, sweetheart, we're over here working. We're not customers. You know what I'm saying? We're over here working and hustling. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, she kept it moving. I think I gave her like a smoke with her, whatever. And she kept it moving. I'm saying all of that to say that you dancers take yourselves a tad bit way too seriously because you feel like if men are in the club, they have to tip you. Now, again, I can see that and I can understand that. I've been in plenty of bum ass clubs where, niggas don't be tipping, and I understand that. But look at it from a business aspect. What I'm saying is, somebody like to say, don't look through the door, through the peephole. Just open the door and see the whole picture. Because when you just look through the door, through the peephole, through the crack, you can only see the crack, a little bit of light of the crack. But if you open the door, you can see the whole picture. And the whole picture is, the dude probably paid $20 to get in. Boom. So he paid his price of admission to be there. He's sitting at the bar. So he's drinking at the bar. I'm assuming he's tipping his bartender, but if not, he's spending money at the bar. So from a club standpoint, he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's spending money in the establishment. He's just not paying his $20 and sitting there. Because I've seen that plenty of times back in Virginia. Cats will get in the club, before 5, or at least try to get there by 5. Worst case scenario, they paying $5 to get in. They pay $5 to get in. They're playing pool, which again, that's monies towards the club. Not much, but it's still money towards the club. Couple of drinks here or there. That's about it. Excuse me. Not really paying attention to anything that's really much going on out here in these streets. So, dancers, y'all take yourselves way too seriously. We get it. You guys are 1099 workers. You guys work off tips. You guys don't get a salary. Y'all don't get we 100% understand and get that. But to think that it is a requirement for because let's just say this. What if you're not my type? Right? Like, and again, I know these might not be exact parallels, but they're parallel enough. You just not fucking a nigga just because he's in your face talking to you. Nah, there has to be levels to this. So if he a dude in a club, he may not like light-skinned girls, may not like dark-skinned girls, may not like skinny girls, may not like SpongeBob SquarePants body girls where it's big at the top and it's little at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? We call them girls half-times because you only half the game. Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're just not that guy's type or that guy's type, and that's perfectly fine. What I normally do in a club is, just because I feel bad at times, like if a girl walks up to me and talks to me and it's like, I'm not in that mode, you're not that, I'm like, here's $20. Appreciate the convo. Go get to your money. And send her on her way. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand it, but it's like, again, ladies, strippers, dancers, y'all take yourselves way, way too seriously. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like is it Michael Day-Lewis or Ryan Day-Lewis? The actor's actor, the method actor. I take my craft 100% seriously. Get the fuck out of here. And again, I'm not gonna make it seem like I can do what y'all do, because I can't. I ain't got the body for it in any way, shape, or form. I got a little bit of rhythm. I can do my thing. But I'm just saying, the whole point is that y'all take yourselves way, way, way too seriously. If a dude doesn't tip you, okay, fine. Find another dude that's going to tip you. And if it's a club where there's 3 dudes, ain't none of them tipping, y'all just might not be it for them per se. I have a rule when I go to a strip club. Now, it's only a rule in Virginia because ever since I left Virginia, I haven't seen strip clubs, maybe Ohio a little bit, but I haven't seen strip clubs ran in this way. There's a rotation on the stage, because in Atlanta strip clubs, dancers just dance any and everywhere, and it's just like the wild, wild west. But in Virginia and Ohio, but Virginia, I'm gonna speak more Virginia because Ohio only went to like a strip club like once or twice, and it was more business than anything. It wasn't for fun because it wasn't fun. It's like there's a rotation. So what I used to do is I'll go to the strip club, give me a drink. You know what I'm saying? This was before in Virginia you can't smoke weed, so I got my Black and Mild. I got me a beer, and the strip club that I used to always go to all the time just got a liquor license to sell alcohol, like Henny alcohol, like a couple of years ago. But for most of my strip club time in that club, it was beer and tobacco. So we'll just go there. So I got my Black and Mild, I got my beer, smoking my mild, sipping my beer, and I'm watching the dancers to see who's on. Okay, I see her, I see her, I see her. I see her. I wait for the full rotation to go around so I can know who's what. Then I start tipping because I now know who is who. Because the one thing that you don't want to do is you tip a girl and then a way finer, badder girl comes right after her. And then you stuck because you just showed this person love. And now you at the corner of your eye like, damn, bitch, I really want you. I done tipped her. She's cool too. Because that's why I tipped her, because she's cool. But you that bitch. Just saying though, ladies, strippers, dancers, y'all just take yourselves entirely too seriously. There's money all over this club. Go get you some. Go get you some. It's okay. So basically, just to give you a nice little rant about that, like, look, when it comes to me in the club, I can't afford it no more. I used to be a strip club veteran. Not no more. I'm retired. I can't afford it no more. I got a 14 going on 15-year-old grown ass son that requires a lot. He needs shoes, he needs clothes, he needs video games, he needs, stuff for his basketball, stuff for his track or whatever. And yeah. So dancers, if you see me in the club, it's because I'm hosting. I'm not there to throw a bag because I do not have a bag. You want to smoke with me? Cool. You want to, pop a yacht of man with me? Great. Got some mm-hmms? Cool. You want to take a shot? Great. Blunt? Cool. I'm that vibe. I'm that energy. I'm that, oh, you done walked around the whole lap of the club and niggas on that bullshit? Come sit with your boy. Let me roll up with you real quick, man. What's going on? Talk to me. I'm in the studio, so I can't really smoke, but yeah, y'all get what I'm talking about, though. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy, man. What's going on, man? Damn, they really be on that bullshit like that? Man, look, man, you just got to get to your money, man. It's early. More people still coming in. Hit this blunt real quick. You want a shot real quick? Go into the tub, pour a little shot real quick. Just go ahead, relax, clear your mind, get in the vibe, get your mind right. New customers, new people come in. It's a new game. Go at it. That's my role in the Gentlemen's Club. You may say you don't need it, but a lot of you do need pep talks because some of your attitudes suck ass. Just saying, though. This is the SS Experience. Dang, Zoom let me go a little bit longer than normal. Normally, Zoom would be hitting me with a little message like, yeah, it's about 10 minutes left when you're free, because, we cheap around here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't pay for the full Zoom, but I guess because nobody else is in the Zoom with me, so it's letting me rock and do my thing, which is cool. Did I hit the record button? Yep, we did. So we got some video going. That's great. All right, so it's the SS Experience, as it says in the background. Yay! You know what I'm saying? We up and popping out here in these streets. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, re-rate, re-review, resubscribe, download, do all of that stuff over and over and over again so the algorithm can think that we popping out here in these digital streets. Wednesdays, the group pod. I ain't gonna cap, y'all. I've been slipping on Fridays trying to get guest booking is hard as fuck. But I'm gonna work on getting a guest for Friday because we have sponsors and we have to get this type of stuff done and handled. May have to just go back in the well and try to pull up some other people real quick to get on, but we'll make that thing happen. So as always, rate, review, subscribe. YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, if you made it to this part of the episode, somewhere down there's a subscribe button. Press that. There's like a little doorbell as well. So that way when we do load episodes, you guys get notifications that is going down. And that's pretty much it. As always, I love to rock with you. Shout out to the iHeartRadio Atlanta studios for allowing me to record this podcast in their studios. It is great. This is the SS Experience. I'll holla. Easy.
You're listening to the SS Experience on SMG.